At the very least, I think you're gonna like the food.
Yeah, we invited for dinner too, Sal.
Well, one addition to the agenda, I think Verizon might be doing some bullet points over lunch. They called us yesterday, and we're trying to get some time, and so they might be stopping by. You know, we might give them a few minutes during lunch to go over some of that.
So we're gonna have a working lunch.
Jim Olmstead and Tom Terranova from Jefferson that are going to be presenting first, and then we have Pennie and Joe.
Thanks, Joe. I really appreciate it. So,
The Oscar goes to
Tom Terranova, best supporting actor in a drama. Well, no, good morning, everyone. Thank you for having us here today. Sal, always appreciate the opportunity to address the group. And this is I love this setting here. I know some people have tried to put on expos and do some other things around this line of business, and this is much better environment, more intimate setting, and I think an opportunity to engage with you a lot at a much more appropriate end. So you have your opportunities to present Jefferson to clients, and we're going to fit in some cases, and there'll be other cases where we won't be a fit. We're okay with that. You know, we're not expecting to be everything to everyone, but that's not the way this plan was built. But you'll see, as Tom gets into the slides, that very modest rate increases this year. When you start to see the plans show on Pennie, you'll notice that there are going to be very, very modest increases in our organization. We also, of course, have the university, and we also have the health plan, which is a very, very prominent part of the future of the enterprise.
Thank you all so much for at least taking a look at us. Some of you in the room wrote a lot of Jefferson last year. We had a really phenomenal launch year. I think as we stand right now, there's 15,000 lives on Jefferson Health Plan's ACA. That's ACA only. So thank you for the highly successful HMO product that we have. As Jim said, we're going to be expanding some of the territory and some of the product offerings as well. All products are on and off exchange again. As Jim said, Delaware County adds to Philly, Bucks, and Montgomery, where we are currently. So those 4 counties will have HMO products, and then Lehigh and Northampton will have HMO and PPO products up there. There's 3 plans each. I can provide this to you later, or you can take pictures. Feel free. Get your pictures in.
Because this is where I grew up and have lived my whole life, and it's nice to hear all of you. So I'm just going to do real quick, because I know most of you are very familiar with Pennie, and then I'm going to get into a lot of updates and things that are new for Pennie this year. So of course, you know, Pennie is the place that folks go if they do not get employer-based coverage, they maybe are not eligible for any kind of medical assistance, retired early and are not yet eligible for Medicare, just uninsured generally. And our open enrollment period obviously is coming up November 1st, coming fast and furious. We have enrollment numbers here from the end of last open enrollment. The last number that I have, we're actually sitting a little higher than that. I think we were at 442 recently, so that's great. And some of that is because of the unwinding that's happened over the last year, and it's been kind of continuing to pick up folks who have lost medical assistance. And another point that we always share with folks is that about 90% of our customers are eligible for financial assistance. So a really important point that we can really help people make sure that they're getting affordable coverage that works for them and will take them throughout their lives. So this map that we have here, I think is about 2 years old. We should have a refresh map of this soon. But I will tell you from being in that webinar, closer, and again, it's based on the CHAIN data.
Is new team with the broker run.
Dan is replacing, some of you are probably familiar with James Honors, who used to be the Southeast PA channel representative for iMark. Dan has stepped into that role as of a month ago. So,
hi, good morning. How's everybody doing? Yeah, my name is Dan, as Brian mentioned. Taking over for Jake. Just getting back from paternity leave and stepping into this role. So, yeah, a lot of what's been going on on both sides of my life here, and you guys need anything, please don't hesitate. I have some questions back.
the first one, the booklet with the picture on it. This is called our Agent Field Guide. This is essentially, it's an evergreen booklet. These two actually used to be combined. As you can imagine, that was a pretty thick book. So we split them up. This is considered our evergreen document. This does not need to be updated on a yearly basis. Obviously, our product guide does need to be updated. The column on the left-hand side touches on our market share, and I just want to touch on this just so we can see and just so you can have an idea of what we've been doing in the ACA realm.
And you needed help, or you needed advice, you needed training, and these are the guys that have helped you over the years. We're very fortunate to have guys, people that are, experts in what they do. And also, by the way, if you're happy with the way we've incorporated your feedback as producers and with our choice of offerings in the market, I want to introduce Mr. Don Brovero back there. Don, if you could just stand up, a big part of our partnership. Mostly, I want to be here today to say thank you. I know some of you talked about this, and I'll take the elephant sort of out of the room. I think you guys all know that we had a little bit of a difficult transition in technology this year, but we are, as far as I know, pretty much in the clear now, both in our retail platform and back-end processing. So if you want to talk about that, I don't want to take these guys' time to do that, but I'm here to talk about any of those things. And or if any of you guys colluded to throw tomatoes, I just need like a plastic bag from Sal and those guys because I kind of like this guy. So, but thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your partnership. We're always here to support you. We definitely appreciate the way that you've supported us. So great to see so many old faces today. I haven't been here for a while. And thank you for the presentation.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. We know it has been hard. We're not trying to sugarcoat it, right? Last year we spent some time talking about the issues that we had previously existed, right? And then, boy, did we undersell it then, because this last year has been a lot more difficult. But we have the controls in place. We have the right folks there. There's still going to be things that come up, but as you may remember, things will always come up. It happens when you're working at scale.
Products, I would first go over some key dates that you guys are pretty much all familiar with. This agenda here pretty much will do a product refresh still in place. But again, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. And again, that network's been unbelievable. And as I mentioned, 21 sort of got ahead of myself. 21 clients from their iPad. And speaking of cell phone, that's accurate, so they can pay bills. They can pull up their ID cards, and they can also find a doctor with the app or phone plan.
Over 240,000 members in goal, okay? So it's a significant number because they see that our goal is this program. But also in New Jersey, we have the New Jersey Health Plan Savings Program. Now, in New Jersey, the state of New Jersey is assisting consumers purchasing marketplace programs with additional dollars. 8 out of every 10 people going through the marketplace in New Jersey will receive at least $50 to assist them with paying their health insurance premium on top of the advanced premium tax credit that they are receiving. The additional dollars that they receive from the state of New Jersey are not taxable. Okay, so it's definitely an incentive to purchase health insurance coverage. So just think about it. If after their advanced premium tax credits, their monthly premium is $200, they would still receive an additional $50 from the state of New Jersey to help them pay their premiums every month. So now their premium goes down to $150, making health insurance in the state of New Jersey definitely more affordable for more consumers. So our strategy for 2025, the biggest strategy that we have across the board for all of our products is that we have less than 6.1% portfolio increase for 2025. We actually deserve a round of applause for that because typically in the individual market, you will see double-digit increases across the board with all carriers. But in New Jersey, rising across the shield, only 6.1%. 2025, we're not taking out any old plans, we're not putting any new plans in. There will be a few minor tweaks
belts, bulls, copiers, things like that. Everything will stay the same. As always, our continued focus. Advantage is the plan that tiers all the different facilities into Tier 1 and Tier 2. I'm sure everyone's familiar with the Horizon Omnia plans. This is more of the dupe on those plans where you're tiered, based on the facility, if you're going to be in Tier 1 or Tier 2. Any questions on those two plans before I go forward? Just touching on those networks I just mentioned before, the local value and the regional preferred network. So local value is our New Jersey only network. This is where you're going to have access throughout New Jersey. You do get access into CHOP.
And a few other things. I'll skip a couple slides that aren't relevant for you folks, but feel free to at the end we'll have time for a Q&A. Our mission remains the same. It's really, healthier life, accessible and affordable for all. We've been around for some time now. This will be our 11th open enrollment. So we were founded in 2012. New York State was our first market. We launched in New Jersey shortly thereafter. We kind of expanded on each market every year essentially. 2015 was a huge year for us. We really doubled down on our member experience, the care team model that we use right now. In 2021 we went public on the New York Stock Exchange. We also continued to expand into other states.
5 states and also DC. And we do have a distinct directory for the members to locate these Minute Clinic facilities. The on-site providers can assist members with about 125 different services, which you'll see listed on the screen here. And this is showing some of the more common services, and that can be anything like a physical, a vaccine, a common cold treatment, a simple injury in 17 states. So this map here will show you those states that remain unchanged and any states that we're expanding into for 2025. So we'll be expanding into 146 counties in 2025. And currently we are in 475. On the right side, you'll see the states that we will be participating in. There is no new state for 2025, just expansion.
How's everybody today? Good, a little energy. I know it's been a little while, long day today, but thank you so much for your patience. My name is Trey Owens. I am the agency manager for ACA plans for United Healthcare in New Jersey, but I live right outside of Allentown here in Pennsylvania, so I guess you can call me a little bit of a local. So I've been with United Healthcare for over 6 years now, held multiple positions from Medicare side. I was an agent previous to United Healthcare. I got to see quite a bit of the insurance business. So I know what it is, what you go through from being in customers' homes, making sales over the phone. I get it. So I take a lot of this information back, and I take your information back, and I try to make sure my team is able to create plans, edit them as possible, as best as possible, to make sure you have something that you feel confident in selling. So, that being said, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Now, our really focus, our main focus currently, we're sitting at 76%, which for the industry, this is actually quite high. Will it ever be in the 90s? Probably not. And that's pretty much how the business is going to work. And the reason why is because the ACA market is very transient, not by traveling, but transient because they're in and out of Medicaid, in and out of group, in and out of, well, not in and out of Medicare, but going into Medicare. Okay? So to be at 76% retention over these last 5 years, we're really proud of that. Now, 80% of our business is broker driven. So that means that you still have a purpose. So we're really thankful once again for this, because really to get to that 1.5 million members, and we're really serious about this. We could not have done it without you. And when you're looking at member effectuation, 96%. As a broker, you are managing your client. You want to make sure that your client has the best experience with you, as well as the carrier that you are putting in, New Jersey, nationally. Silver turns out to be the real metal level side. But nationally, we found a sweet spot in our bronze, and it's actually been working out very well for us. However, when you get into the product family, I won't go through this whole pie chart, but we have a healthy mix of different products that we are selling in the ACA lines, a carrier nationally. So something, again, this is another thing for us to be excited about, and this is, again, a big indicator on growth. So we get questions about network and how that looks like, well, where can we go? We're going to talk about that a little bit later, but I just want to point that our members will not have referrals that are necessary. If you're familiar with our
for renewals, to reach out to brokers, things like that for members as we start to approach open enrollment. We're going to be posting the renewal letters this year as well in open enrollment. So you should see by November 1st, member renewal letters will be posted in their portal as well as your portal. So if you get any calls from a member asking about that letter, you can always log in and you'll be able to see exactly what we sent them. And then newest thing and probably most important is we're going to be expanding into 11 counties in kind of the eastern central part of Pennsylvania for 2025. So this gives you an idea, that kind of county coverage footprint. The pink or raspberry ambetter state or counties on the right-hand side, and the ones listed in black, those are the counties that we've already had, that we are already currently in. The blue counties on the map, and then they're pink listed, the font color, those are going to be all the new counties we're expanding in.